What's up? I'm back. About to finish up Revelations 2. If it'll load. Okay, here we go. Nevertheless, hold fast. Hold on, let me go up. What I say to the rest of you who do not hold to her teachings and have not learned the so-called deep things of Satan, I will place no further burden upon you. And the deeper things of Satan is just being stuck into humanity and letting humanity drag you down until you sealed your fate, honestly, and can't come back. Honestly. Nevertheless, hold fast to what you have until I come, and to the ones who are victorious and continue in my work until the end. I give authority over the nations. He will rule them with the iron scepter and shatter them like pottery, just as I receive authority from my Father, and I will give him the morning star. And just to start from the ruling over nations, just to go to show you, like, I mean, that's just pretty simple. But it just go to show, like, we've been the bottom of the bottom, and we're about to be the rulers. And the reason they've been holding us down is because they know we'll be the rulers, and we are supposed to be the rulers. But they want to fight that as much as they can. But I wanted to get into and I will give him the morning star. The morning star is Lucifer. The morning star is really Jesus. In that same aspect, Lucifer. The reason people look at him as evil because he is the key to get out. Just how people don't want to give you the true access to Jesus. Like it's simple. People tell you he's the savior, but they don't tell you he's the key. And so you wait on him versus, already looking for the keys that he already in left. And in the same aspect, like the morning star, the reason that they call it the morning star because the morning star rises, and just like how the Christ energy is meant to rise, the same star is supposed to rise in us. And Lucifer, the reason he fell is because he was one of the last fallen angels to fall. And in that same aspect, he wanted to give the people a chance to get back. So he left a key under the mat and got caught while he was doing that and was considered a traitor and got sent down too. So in that same aspect, all he was trying to do was help us that wanted to get back to the kingdom. And that's what he did. And that's pretty much what happened with the idea of having that Christ energy inside of us, the Lucifer inside of us. Like, that's all it is. When you look up the word Lucifer, it's going to say the morning star. Okay, this is Revelation 3 to the church of Sardis. I know your deeds. You have reputation of being alive, yet you are dead. Wake up and strengthen what remains, which was about to die. For I found your deeds incomplete in my sight of God. Remember then what you have received and heard, and keep it and repent. And just from that, like, wake up and strengthen what remains. That's like if your spirit trying to stay stuck in humanity versus you got another half of your spirit trying to get out. So one day you constantly like, why this world? Why am I here? What the fuck going on? Like, fuck this shit and all that type of shit. Then the next minute you trying to make it work, and you constantly going in between those two worlds and not even understanding where you come from and what you're about to produce. And it's really like a mix of both the worlds because you don't know what to grab from. And that's really why you be staying so fucked up. But in the sight of God, in the sight of my God, like if you was worshiping in Babylon, that might be cool. But in the sight of my God, you need to get that shit out of you. You need to get that humanity out of you and become 100% righteous. And that's really that understanding. And it says, but you have few people in Sardis who have not soiled their garment, and because they are worthy, they will walk with me in white like them. And they will, I'm fucking this up. Like them, they who is victorious will be clothed in white garment, and I will never blot out their name from the book of life, and I will confess his name before my Father and his angels. And that same aspect, just to blot out the name, that's what I talked about before. Is certain people names that wasn't in the book of life before this world started, and you can still get your shit wiped out if you out here bullshitting. Don't think your shit is sealed in the sense of righteousness. It's only people that's being sealed now is the sense of unholy and ungodly. They've been sealed in their faith, but the righteous still got to keep working, and that's just the difference between me and you. It is. That's the difference between God's children and the ones that want to stay following Babylon or any other gods that's not righteous in a sense, or holistic. That's the best word to use. And in the same aspect, the word holy means holistic. And that's understanding God and the devil. And that's the sense of, in that same aspect of what I just read, like when you look at, oh, God is being good for me versus the devil being bad for me, it's like you're looking at half good, half bad, and you half ass because you don't looking at it holistically and realizing if something bad happened to you is because of your spirit, if something good happened to you is because of your spirit, and you're just reaping what you sow on this reality. And it's because of your spirit. It's not even nothing to do with your physicality and what you're doing. It's just your spirit. And once you start connecting and realizing, then you can do something maybe different. But other than that, while you're not acknowledging the spirit, you half-ass. Because, or if you only giving the spirit the good credit and not the bad, you just missing the whole lecture. You're missing the whole lesson. But this is to the Church of Philadelphia, Revelations 3:7. These are the words who is holy and true, and who has the key of David, who opens what he opens, no one will shut, and what he shuts, no one will open. In that sense of the mind, like, bro, if you open-minded, what I open up won't be able, I'm saying me, but with God's children, what we open up for questioning won't ever be able to be closed, because if we're talking about some shit, it's in some righteous shit, and it's in a righteous mentality, so that means it can always be expanded on. And what we shut down, that means it needs to be shut down, because we're using that righteous eye and that righteous understanding. And that's the sense of this reality, this government, Babylon, has to be shut down, and no one will open it, because what we do is righteous, and what we do will be, is what we're sealing shit as we go along type shit. And as we stay opposed to Babylon, we help seal their faith. As we stay opposed to this world, we help seal their faith. And in that same process, we seal our faith, because we stay steadfast and we stay righteous. I know your deeds. See, I have placed before you and opened your door, which no one can shut. For you only a little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name. Look at those who belong to the synagogue of Satan, who claim to be Jews but are liars instead. I make them come and bow down at your feet, and they know I love you. And in that same aspect, they've been trying to hold us, and they kept us down because they know who's righteous. They know who's supposed to be at the top. And they're trying to prolong that as much as possible, because they know it's not their place to be righteous. It's not their place to be running this shit. Point blank period. And once they done, well, I ain't gonna say once they done, because the people that run this shit, they're not gonna ever give up. They just gonna have to burn. But maybe the people that follow them and the people that are being blindly led to that shit, y'all gonna have to bow to y'all. Yeah, honestly, y'all just gonna have to come to our feet and realize that y'all fucked up, bro. It's really like forgiveness. Like, you like, damn, we ain't step up, we ain't do our job, we ain't even try to stop our own people. So yeah, nigga, you better come with some type of I don't even know what to tell you to come with at this point. Because you have keep my command and endure with patience, I will also keep you from the hours of testing that is about to come unto the world. I told you I was going to get a whole lot worse before it getting any better. To the test who dwells on the earth, I am coming soon. Hold fast to what you have so no one will take your crown. And that's really what they saying, hold fast is what you have mentally, because physically that shit don't matter. Hold on to what you have in your temple, because that's your crown. And that's what's keeping you righteous. The one who is victorious, I will make a pillar in my temple of my God, and he will never leave it again. Upon him I will write my name of God and the name of the city of God, the new Jerusalem that comes down of heaven from my God, and my new name. And in that same aspect, bro, just a couple things I'm gonna break down, because that was pretty long. They'll be the pillars of the temple, bro. A pillar is like the foundation of anything. So you're the foundation of the temple. You help build the temple. Just saying. The new temple, of course, because he just said the new Jerusalem. And that's what you mean. That's how you understand that these things not necessarily talking about physical things, it's spiritual. And let's keep reading. To the church of Laodicea, Laodicea, Revelations 3:14. To the angels of the church, these who write, okay, I know your deeds. You are neither cold or hot. I wish you were one or the other. And honestly, that's for the people that just be in the middle, lukewarm. They kind of go to the same people that's 50-50. And neither hot nor cold. I am about to spit you out of my mouth. You say I am rich. I have grown wealthy and need nothing. But you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. Facts, bro. There's so many people in this world. Y'all think y'all all these things and got all this abundance, but spiritually you're broke, you're fucking poor, and you don't have shit. And I can see it in your fucking eyes. Like, you can have all the rich cars and all these different things, but when I look in your eyes, you don't have shit. You're not connected to nothing. You're dead inside. Facts. I counsel you to buy me from gold refined by fire, so that you may have rich garments, so that you may be clothed and your shameful nakedness not exposed, and save slave to anoint your eyes to see. Let me see, I'm fucking this up. Anoint your eyes so that you may see. Okay. this is just, I like this quote because it said, "I counsel you to buy gold." I'm sorry. I counsel you to buy from me gold refined by fire, so you may become rich. And the reason he say that is because what we buy from now, we buy from this physical reality. We're not getting the gold. We're not getting the wisdom from the spirit. We're not listening to God. We're not listening to the mission and just our purpose. We're not paying attention to that shit. So what we think is rich, because rich and abundant and wisdom and all that shit in this physical plane ain't shit compared to what, you know, our spirit really supposed to be doing. Behold, I stand at the door and I knock. If anyone hears my voice and open the door, I will come in and dine with him, and he with me. To the one who is victorious, I will grant the right to sit with me in my throne, just as I overcame and sat down with my Father on his throne. Just as he overcame and sat with his Father on his throne, overcame from rising from the dead. Y'all gotta realize what the fuck is going on here. This ain't like, bro, y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. We ain't here really just to be making friends, man. Yeah, we got to find God's children and raise them up. But other than that, man, you got to overcome. Because these dead people going to lead you down, going to weigh you down. And if you keep paying attention to them, your spirit going to keep getting weighed down until you seal your fate. And that's really until you pick a side. Honestly. And honestly, I talk about picking sides. The only side to pick is spiritually, because it's not physically here. Facts. So all this shit is an illusion. I'm trying to see what else I wanted to read. Let me go back to my notes. I only got 3 minutes. I wanted to skip to Revelation 5. What am I on now? I'm already on Revelation 4, so yeah. Let's skip to 5. And this is talking about the scroll with the 7 seals. And I'm just going to start this before I start my new video. Nah, or do I? Oh yeah, okay, I can start here. I saw the scrolls in the right hand, one seated on the throne. It had been writing on both sides. One seal with 7 seals, and like I said, the 7 chakras. I saw mighty angels proclaiming in a loud voice, "Who is worthy to break the seals and open it, the scroll?" But no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth will be able to open the scroll or look inside it. And I began to weep bitterly because no one was found worthy to open the scroll or look inside of it. Nobody was able to overcome. Now let's finish going on. The Lamb is worthy. Then one of the elders said to me, "Do not weep. Behold, the Lion of Judah, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the roots of David, have triumphed to open the scroll, and it is opened the scroll and its 7 seals." And I'm gonna stop right there in the sense of just, bro, everybody not chosen, everybody not righteous. It's a lot of people that's not gonna fucking make it. He weeps because when he look at everybody else, he see that it's not being able to be done. But only person he can look at and see that it can be done is through himself. So all these people that you look at is dead, bro. It's not a good example to look for, because they're gonna weigh you down. If you ask them, how the fuck do we get out of here? Their spirit gonna tell you they've been trapped here forever, and they're gonna be like, man, I'm just trying to get some money or some shit, because they don't know how to get back to nature. They don't know how to get back to God. And they, like, honestly, you gotta realize, man, like, God's children, bro, it's not a lot of us. It's not, and it's only like, but no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth was able to open the scrolls or look inside of it. That means the guys who even created it was like, I don't even want to open this. Somebody else got to be worthy to open this. I'm about to create this shit, and whoever gets to this shit, this prize gonna be so amazing. It's like the Easter egg and or the golden egg in that movie Ready Player One. Like, that shit was already created. It was like, you can have all these riches once you figure it out. But until then, shit, everybody can keep trying, everybody can keep failing because they're not worthy. And, bro, in that same aspect, I'm just going to leave it there. Like, that's just as real as it comes, because after this, like, you'll really know who's worthy and understanding where the fuck I'm coming from. But I'll be back.